special needs, people with drive and ability who are seldom able to find a good job. A national employer with a big name is out to change that. Our What Works report tonight from NBC's Mika Brzezinski.
For Julia Turner, born with Down syndrome, a full-time job might seem out of reach, but not here.
I have found what I want, and I'm satisfied.
At this new Walgreens distribution center, Julia thrives. So does Tommy Watson. Asperger's syndrome makes him developmentally disabled in some ways, but when it comes to computers,
If there's a problem, who do they call?
Calling me. It's amazing.
Walgreens has tapped into the talents of a segment of the population that often struggles to find work.
It's what you do, breathes life into it all.
It was company vice president Randy Lewis's idea. His son Austin has autism.
Austin's gift to me was to look past the disability to see a person.
And here, Lewis has hired many people. More than 40% of the workers at this warehouse have a disability. The building is designed to accommodate just about anyone with touchscreens and flexible workstations.
Everybody comes in, everybody works side by side. Same pay, same pay, same job, same performance.
And this setup is also good for business. This distribution center is 20% more efficient than any in the entire company.
That's why other companies are now looking at the Walgreens model, one that's faster and easier to use. And the payback goes far beyond profitability, because Lewis knows firsthand the questions that haunt parents of the disabled.
Is that a good plan for you?
Of course.
What would happen after I'm gone? Can I live that one day longer than my child?
For Tommy Watson's mother, Diane, that question is now answered.
I don't have to have that worry anymore. So he's going to be taken care of here. As long as he performs his job and does his best for Walgreens, he's got a home.
A home for Tommy and Julia.
Hello, Julia.
Because now,
You have a good day.
I had a wonderful day.
just about anyone can fit into the Walgreens workforce. Mika Brzezinski, NBC News, Anderson, South Carolina.
There you go. That's our broadcast for this Monday night, the 2nd of July. Thank you for being with us. I'm Brian Williams. We'll look for you right back here tomorrow evening. Good night.
I'd like to, but
Or we could call in so that we don't get caught.
oh, what the heck? You know, I'll swing you guys by on the way home.
Shotgun.
I'm parked out front. Almost there.
You guys, we're David, what the hell? I have been worried sick.
Relax, honey. I just took him to the mall to hang out.
The mall closes at 9. It's 12 o'clock.
You stopped off for ice cream.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Jeffy, I won't be mad. Just tell me the truth. Where were you guys?
Did you get ice cream?
David told Jeffy not to talk about his pants around his ankles and the girl looking for her earring.
They're making up stories. It's late for them. They're delirious.
Was I sleeping?
Here, Jamie, get these guys to the rooms.
Come on, Lynn.
Can I get that?
The first video that I have shown in this presentation is a segment from NBC News, What Works. This is the positive media depiction that I've chosen to show. In NBC What Works, it talks about how the factories of Walgreens plants, complies with ADA standards. It talks about how they have ramps and different types of workstations and have easy to use computers and machinery. This helps create an equal playing field for everyone who's working. Also, the video talks about how everyone has equal pay and equal opportunity. Next, the video goes to talk about employment. Walgreens sets up each of its workers with a job that they can do and have the capabilities of doing, not just a job that they don't, based off of what they cannot do. So They play to the strengths of each of the individuals with disabilities and what they can and cannot do, and focuses on what they can do. They tap into the talents of a segment of population who before this were unable to really find a job that they enjoy doing. An example that is shown in the new segment is Tommy Watson is a person who has Asperger's, and he might not be able to excel at a lot of jobs. When it comes to computers, he excels. So what the plant does is they put him in charge of all the computers, fixing and running them, and it runs seamlessly. Lastly, in the first video, it talks in person first language. Person first language is when you don't classify the person by his disability, but instead you talk about how he's a person first, and then you talk about the disability. An example is saying he's an individual with disability instead of a disabled individual. In the second video that I've shown to you is the negative depiction. It is a scene taken from The Ringer. In the scene that I've showed you, the guy who's yelling at all the individuals who are disabled is treating them like they're stupid and idiotic. The clip from The Ringer makes the individual seem like they're classified by their disability when he just stares at them and they all just look all upset. The guy treats the individuals with disability like they are children. He doesn't treat them like they're adults, like the age they are. He treats them like they're little kids. And he's talking about how late it is for the individuals and how they have to go to bed and how they're just delirious. Correcting the negative source. One way that The Ringer can correct their negative depiction and their false depiction of individuals with disability is to not show them as stupid and idiotic, and instead show them for the strengths that they have. Show them to what they can contribute to society. Another way that The Ringer can change their depiction and make it more correct is to not classify these individuals by their disability, and instead show that they are people, not just disabled people. Another way that The Ringer can fix their negative depiction of individuals with disability is to not treat them like they are children, and instead treat them like they are adults and give them the respect that adults need. Lastly, The Ringer should not depict how that individuals with disability are delirious, but instead should show their strengths, and should not say that, oh, it is late, they don't understand what they're saying, because they do, and they do know what they're saying. Reflection. One of the videos shows one side of person first language, the other one shows the opposite. Also, the first video shows how they help find jobs to go with the strengths and wants of individuals with disabilities. Both of these videos look at opposite sides of how you should look at an individual with disabilities. The positive video shows that you should look at the person first and not the disability, while the negative video focuses mainly on the disability.